Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, I have been a Boston Celtics fan for years, so naturally, I don't like Isaiah Thomas. Not the young one that's playing for not the young Isaiah Thomas who's playing for the Boston Celtics right now, but the old guy who used to play for the Detroit Pistons. It wasn't just that he played for a team that I hated. There was always something smarmy about him. That his goody two-shoes image, I always thought it was fake. So I wasn't surprised when his term as president of the New York Knicks turned out to be an unmitigated disaster. Their record during those 4 years was 112 wins, 216 losses, including 2 years when Isaiah was both president and coach. And they missed the playoffs every year during his tenure. Before that, he was a general manager of the Toronto Raptors. His time there was marked by turmoil and clashes with his coaches and the executives and the owners of the team. After that, Thomas bought the Continental Basketball League, which had existed since 1946. He drove it into bankruptcy and the league wound up folding. So this league that had existed for, I think it was like 58 years, in 1 year, he made it disappear. He then went on to coach the Indiana Pacers. Now, the year before he got there, under Coach Larry Bird, with the exact same team, they went to the NBA Finals. As soon as Thomas got to be coach, they deteriorated and became a 500 team. Same players, they went nowhere. So even before his first tenure with the Knicks, Isaiah Thomas had established himself as a failure, incompetent, and toxic. But he added a new ingredient once he hit New York. In 2007, a jury found that Isaiah Thomas had sexually harassed team executive Anuka Brown and improperly fired her when she complained. The Knicks wound up having to pay $11.6 million in punitive damages. So you would think that New York would be pretty reluctant to bring Thomas back, but despite his proven record of failure and incompetence, James Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, has brought Thomas back as president and part owner of the WNBA New York Liberty. Let me take a minute here to remind Dolan that the W in WNBA stands for women. Talk about letting the fox into the hen house. Now, it does appear that the WNBA Executive Committee will deny Thomas' application for ownership, but they can't stop him from becoming team president. Dolan can still appoint him to that office. And that shows incredibly bad judgment. Judging on past performance, the Liberty are about to become as bad as the Knicks. As for Dolan, he's another example of the fact that you can be pretty rich and not have a fucking brain in your head. Thanks for listening.